ما حكم تقبيل المصحف ووضعه على الجبين أو ضمه إلى الصدر كما يفعله بعض الإخوان من المسلمين ومن مختلف الدول؟
لا دليل على ذلك، إنما فعله بعض الصحابة اجتهادا منه. المصحف لا يقبل إلا أنه يحترم ويحفظ ويرفع ويستعمل في التلاوة، هذا حق المصحف. وأما أنه يقبل أو يرفع على الرأس هذا من فعل العوام والجهال.
نعم بارك الله فيكم. Another Salafi scholar who is called Ibn Uthaymeen, he says that kissing the Quran is actually an innovation, an evil innovation, bid'ah, and he says you will receive a sin for this. The same practice that these guys have labeled as innovation, as sinful, a Sahabi has done this. A companion of the Prophet Muhammad has did this. Ikramah ibn Abi Jahl, that he would raise the Quran to his face and then he used to cry and he used to say, "This is the word of my Lord, this is the book of my Lord." And so this is obviously mentioned in Sunan Darimi and Mustadrak al-Hakim, Tabarani. Imam Haythami has also made mention to it in his collection. And so this is reliable. So what do these Salafi scholars say in regard to this? When a companion of the Messenger of Allah has done this, what do they say? They say this was an error on the part of the companion. What do you mean it's an error on the part of the companion? How could you say such a thing? You're saying a companion has made an error when he's in his dealing with the Quran, in his showing respect to the Quran? What's your evidence for this? They don't have no evidence. So you see what they do? They just they have a beautiful slogan of following the Sahaba or following the Salaf, but in reality they don't follow. And in reality, they can just brush anything off as an error on the part of the companion. And you'll find this in other cases. Inshallah, if I get another opportunity, I will show you a case where they refer to a companion, the companion of the Prophet Muhammad actions as an innovation. Can you imagine? They refer to a companion's action as innovation, as these guys are innovated. They done bid'ah. A companion, can you imagine? The people who were the best people, and they're referring to them as essentially, quote unquote innovators. Na'udhu billah. And we also find kissing the Quran has been encouraged by scholars such as Alama Zarqashi, and he has cited proofs for this in his book. We also find Ibrahim al-Naka'i. He's an individual who was a great imam from the Salaf. He said the Sahaba Tabi'un would show respect to the Quran. And now I just want to end with a very beautiful story from the Salaf. It's regarding Bishr al-Hafi, and it's a very, very beautiful story in how he respected the Quran.
Bishr al-Hafi rahmatullah alayhi, who was from amongst the awliyaullah, but before he became from amongst the awliyaullah, Bishr al-Hafi rahmatullah alayhi used to drink by day and he used to drink by night. He used to take alcohol. And he himself says, you know what, one night I had too much to drink. And he was walking and roaming in the streets, when all of a sudden he came across a piece of paper. In that state he saw a piece of paper, and he picked this paper up. It had the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala written on it. And he thought to himself, you know what, this paper is dirty. He wiped the piece of paper, he cleaned it, and he put it inside his pocket out of respect for the name of Allah. And he says, you know what, at that time the only thing I possess was 2 dirhams. This was my, earnings. I did not possess anything more than 2 dirhams. So the thought crossed my mind, let me go to a perfume seller, an itar seller, and I will buy the best perfume to perfume this piece of paper which had the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala written on it. So he went to a perfume seller. He purchased the best perfume that he could buy with 2 dirhams. And Bishr al-Hafi, he perfumed this piece of paper. He went home, and out of respect for the name of Allah, he put it on a high place. He says, I went to sleep that night, and I saw a dream that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was saying to me, "Oh Bishr, we will elevate your name in the dunya as well as the akhirah, just like you took care of my name in the dunya." You took care of my name in the dunya, I will take care of your name in the dunya as well as the akhirah. I will elevate it just like you elevated my name. I will elevate in the dunya and I will elevate in the akhirah. And indeed Allah elevated his name. He became such. After this he turned to Allah and he became such that he would walk barefooted. This is why he was called Bishri Hafi. Hafi in Arabic means barefooted. Wherever he would walk barefooted. Allah raised his rank so high that wherever he would walk, if there was dirt or filth on the way, before he placed his foot there, the earth would open up and swallow the filth. And the night he died, he was seen in a dream. Somebody saw him in a dream and Allah was saying, "Oh Bishr, the day I took your soul, there was no one more dear to me than you."
شعائر الله فإنها من تقوى